Okay. If you are eating fast food and a bunch of crap and you're eating, 3-4 times as many calories as you should be eating for your activity level, then yeah, you need to cut your calories. At that point, if you cut 500 calories a week, you're going to lose or 500 calories a day, you'll lose about, I'm going to slide off here, you'll lose about a pound a week if you don't change your activity level. But how many calories should be eating if eating every 3 hours? Okay, for men, it depends on your size, okay? In general, men should not go below 1,800 calories for the day. So if you're eating every 3 hours, you're probably going to be eating 200 to 300 calories every meal snack. You could have some snacks that are more and some that are less, so you can average it out. But throughout the day should be at least 1,800 calories. But if you're really tall, if you're really big, that could be a little bit different. If you are active, that could be a little bit different. That's one of the things when I'm coaching people, that's one of the numbers that we look at and we figure out is how many calories you should be eating a day. And then we go from there. But yeah, whether it's 3 hours or 4 hours, because women are 4 hours, men are 3 hours, but men need to eat more calories than women do. Women, the minimum is 1,200, and then you go from there based on your body composition. So each one, I'd say at least 200, then build from there to make sure you're getting everything in. So keeping your calories up, because if your calories are already at that level, then you don't want to cut calories. You want to eat more. I know for me, a lot of times when I find things are not going the way I want them to, as far as my weight loss or muscle building, it's because I'm not eating enough. When I log my food and I find out I'm eating only 900 calories, I'm like, oh, that would be why. And I'm not starving myself. I don't feel like it, but my body is saying, yes, you're starving yourself. You're not giving us enough fuel. Ooh, there, I just move over a little. So eat enough protein, and men, it's like 150 grams of protein a day. But if you are trying to gain muscle, then think of how many pounds you want to weigh. That's how many grams of protein you should be eating. Okay, another thing is, if your metabolism is already slow or is crashed because of bad habits that you've had in the past, and you're working on boosting it and revving it up, some great things are to add some metabolism boosters, such as green tea. Green tea is an amazing metabolism booster, and it flushes toxins, so it kind of is a double duty. We have an herbal tea concentrate that is absolutely fantastic. But green tea, whether it's our green tea or another green tea, is also a great replacement for those nutrient desert drinks, high calorie, empty calorie drinks that a lot of people consume, the soda pop, whether it's a full sugar one or a diet. Believe it or not, as bad as sugar is for you, a full sugar soda is better for you, like about that much better, than a diet, because that aspartame is so bad. Not only does it cause you to crave sugar, it tells your body to store fat. So right there, it's metabolizing, it's crashing your metabolism. So the sugar's, like I said, not that much better. Better off, eliminate that from your diet. Replace it with the green teas, which will also impact your energy because they're boosting your metabolism. The empty calorie stuff is just bad. Even like the Crystal Light and all of those, which I used to consume plenty of. I'm not, if that's what you're drinking, I recommend that you stop, but I'm not going to beat you up if you don't. Your body will do that. Another tip for boosting your metabolism is to do strength training. Okay. If you're working out, that's awesome. Cardio is going to burn calories. Cardio is fantastic. It is going to boost your metabolism right now. You're going to be burning calories right now, and cardio is important. I need to find a cardio that I enjoy doing because I don't like most cardio things. But strength training, I love to strength train, and strength training, is just as important. And a lot of people will do one or the other. They either are big into the cardio and they're doing tons of cardio, but they're not strength training. Or there's people like me that totally love strength training and don't do cardio. Okay, I work on doing both. I force myself to do cardio, but I love strength training. And strength training, and I'm not talking strength training as in you have to be a bodybuilder, unless that's your goal. If that's your goal, you better be doing a lot of it. But strength training builds and tones your muscles, which in turn burns more calories, because your body, the muscles in your body, just to maintain where they're at, they burn roughly 14 calories a day just to maintain. Okay. Fat burns 2 calories a day just to maintain. So building muscle is going to help your body burn fat over the long run. Cardio burns fat now. Strength training burns over time. It also, if you're not feeding your body and you put it into starvation mode, your body is going to burn that muscle as a survival instinct and store the fat, because the fat, isn't going to be burning itself. It's not going to be burning as many calories if you're not feeding it. So you want to be building up that muscle and you want to be feeding yourself. If you're not feeding yourself, the muscle's not going to build. Eat foods that are high in omega-3s, okay? Omega-3 powerhouses like fish, avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, olives, or even add in some supplements if you're not getting enough, or if you're allergic or don't like omega-3 foods. I was watching, I don't know how many of you, I know a couple of you do, follow the digestion doctor. I was watching her replay yesterday, and she said everyone should be eating an avocado a day. Not a half an avocado, a whole avocado. Because avocados are amazing omega-3, and your body needs those fats. Yes, it's high fat, but it's fats your body needs. I liked that advice because I love my avocados. I could eat avocado every day very easily if I lived where I could always get good avocados. Okay, so far we've said, make sure you're getting enough protein. Do strength training as well as cardio. So get up, get active, be doing stuff. Eat your omega-3s. Eat enough. Eat. If you're eating healthy foods, you really can consume a lot without worrying about it. Like fruits, vegetables, your lean proteins. You really can eat a lot of those and still be within your calories. Sometimes, I have a couple of clients that have, because of their size, need to eat a lot and actually have trouble eating enough when they're eating clean, which I tell them, keep eating clean, just increase the proteins. Those are a little higher in calories. But it can be a challenge sometimes to eat enough when you're eating the right foods. You don't even have to worry about those calories other than getting enough. Okay, and those omega-3s will help because they are a little higher in fat usually. They're a little higher in calories. Another thing is to avoid simple carbs. Okay, those are your processed carbs. Whether it's even fruit juice, doesn't have the fiber. Your body, it does not take anything to digest it. Doesn't even have a lot of the nutrients that if you were to actually eat the fruits. If you're making your own fruit juice, your own vegetable juice, that's a different story. I'm talking the stuff that you buy in the store that's just the juice, doesn't have any of the fiber or anything, has added sugars. almost any processed foods are going to be simple carbs. They don't have anything for you. And the thing that happens in your body when you're eating simple carbs, the processed sugars, the cakes, the donuts, the cookies, the brownies, the ice cream. I'm not saying I don't like any of those. I just choose not to eat them because what it does in your system, that sugar it digests really fast and hits your blood sugar, and your blood sugar goes like this, and then it goes like this, okay? Where your complex carbs, which are your whole foods, your whole grains, your fruits, your vegetables, that are as close to how Mother Nature made them as possible. So eating an apple is better than drinking apple juice. So then your blood sugar comes up kind of slower, and it'll level off for a while, and then it'll come down. That's what you want happening. That's what's going to boost your metabolism, because this is making your metabolism work, versus work, crash. Okay, so avoid those simple carbs. They don't do anything. Welcome, Karen. Do a seasonal detox. Okay, if you don't clean out your pipes, just kind of like, this is kind of gross, but think about if you don't clean your toilet ever. Hello from Maryland. Welcome. It would be the same thing. You want to clean out your pipes. You want to clean out those pipes seasonally. And that's going to rev things up. If you think about, okay, here's another car analogy. You get it tuned up, right? Well, a seasonal detox is like tuning up your body. It's just cleaning out the junk. It's anything your body hasn't gotten rid of, it'll clean it out, okay? Now, I'm not necessarily talking any of those crazy, detoxes that have you can't leave your house for 3 days because you can't be more than 5 steps away from your bathroom. I'm not talking those. Some people love those. That's not what I recommend. We have a 21-day detox that you just take 2 p.m. tablets at night. It works while you're sleeping. Take 2 a.m. and it replenishes things. It's nice. There's other detoxes out there that you can also get that don't have you tied to the bathroom. You want something gentle that's not damaging your system. Another thing that can help boost your metabolism is drinking enough water, because it makes it so your body actually can utilize everything. It can actually do all of its processes that it's supposed to do. If you think about it, if you're dehydrated, awesome. Yeah. No tummy cramps. Oh, with our detox. Yeah. And it varies with how much I know people sometimes get a little nauseous with it because of all the crap that's being released. At least the first time or two they do it. But water, if you're dehydrated, if you think about it, if you don't have enough water in there, everything's moving sluggish. But you add the water to it, and it's going to move a lot freer. I try to drink 3 to 4 quarts a day. That is probably perfect. What I've been taught, and even I donate plasma, and they told me the same thing, and I was like, oh, sweet, that's what I tell everyone, is to take how much you weigh, divide that in half. Exactly. When you go to the gym, drink even more. Divide how much you weigh in half, and that's like the minimum number of ounces of water you should be drinking a day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, then you should be drinking a minimum of 75 ounces of water a day. Okay. Then if you live in the desert, which I live in a desert, so the air is just sucking the water out of right now while I'm sitting here, the air is sucking moisture out of my system. So I need to replenish that. So I need to drink even more than my minimum, which for me is about 3 quarts. I shoot for a gallon. That's my personal, what I say is my minimum. But then if you're working out, you need to increase it even more. So it flushes the toxins out of your body that when you're working out, Your muscles tear, they release toxins. That's all good. I'm not talking injury tear, but just that's what they do. And you need to flush all that out, which will help you not be sore as much. There's other things to keep the soreness down, but drinking that water is going to be key, and it's keeping you hydrated because your body's using that water. It's using more water. If you are out mowing your lawn or whatever and you're sweating, you're out playing soccer or, just running errands. Sometimes running my kids around, I can break a sweat. But whatever you're out doing, if you're active, you need to drink even more. So that, half your body weight is like your base and build from there. And you can know if you're drinking enough by the color of your pee. It should not be dark. First time in the morning, maybe, but after that, it should not be dark at all. So, and that's a good indicator of if you're drinking enough water for your body. And that definitely boosts your metabolism. One of the things that I find that helps, like, get my, I make a game of drinking my water by timing. Yeah, that's exactly a great tip. I always drink a quart of room temperature water when I first get up. And I don't even count that in my 3 quarts to a gallon. So it's my extra. That doesn't even, it just gets your digestive system started in the morning. It's room temperature, so your body can use it right where it's at. It doesn't have to heat it up. And it just flushes stuff out. And yes, I usually have to go to the bathroom within a very short time of drinking it because it's just a jump start for the day. It flushes things out. It boosts your immune system. It's amazing. You count that and you do the same. Yeah, I don't count it that way. If at the end of the day I'm short, I'm still okay because I have that quart that I wasn't counting. So it's kind of like having that buffer in your savings account that you don't do. It does. It totally starts your day right. And I've found there have been times I've been like, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to drink my water, and I'm going to go back to bed. And I can't get back to sleep because it's almost better than drinking that morning cup of coffee that people do because it wakes you up, it wakes your brain up, it wakes your digestive system up, it gets your body going. It is an amazing start to the day. And for those of you that aren't drinking enough water, if you're thinking, a quart of water all at once, that is like intimidating for you, not a problem. You still want your coffee? That's fair. I don't. But I'm not a coffee drinker. I have an herbal tea concentrate that I drink that is very effective. It boosts your metabolism. It flushes the toxins. It wakes you up. It's good stuff. I forgot. I had a train of thought and I lost it. Okay, I will come back to it if I think of it. So we were talking about the drinking the water, the room temperature. We already talked about the smaller, frequent meals. Okay, those are my 8. So there's the 8 tips. There's eat more protein, use a metabolism booster, such as green tea, do strength training as well as cardio. Thanks for sharing, Karen. Eat your omega-3 powerhouses, avoid simple carbs, do a seasonal detox, drink water, and small, infrequent meals. Welcome, Mo Money Mommy. If you guys want to let me know, the name you'd like to be called, if I don't already know your name or it's not in your handle, that would be great. It takes me a few times to get the names, especially if, thank you, Karen, especially if it's a different name, but even if it's not, it takes me a few times. I love Karen's because her name's right in it. That always makes it easier for me to remember names. I used to be a school teacher. I struggled with names then too. By the end of the first week, it was usually good because I had the same kids every day for 6 hours. And if they were troublemakers, I knew their name the first day because I was saying it 50 times. But that is a skill that I am working on developing because I know it's important. You like to be called by your name. So if you want to, every time you come in, if you will tell me your name, if it's not in your handle, that would be great. So we can get to know each other. I've made a couple of friends on here that we've even taken it off of Periscope and even out of Twitter. Hi, Rebecca, welcome. And communicate with each other on Facebook Messenger, different places, which is fun. Developed some really good friendships already. That has been really fun. And some of these names I recognize. Some people on here, like Star Woman, Bobby and I were good friends long before Periscope. In fact, we're hanging together tonight. I can't wait. Sort of, because what we're doing might be intense. Just saying. And I'm saying bring it. I'm ready. I've wanted to do this for a while. And I'm glad that you're going to be on the journey with me, at least for part of it. And Josie, I don't know if Josie's still on here. I know her outside of here too. They are both local here. So I get to hang with them some on their own. So if there's any questions, I've gone through the metabolism boosters, the content that I had. You guys can watch the replay and get it. I can answer questions. I have probably 5-10 minutes that I can hang out before I need to go put together my lunch, harvest my garden, feed my chickens, get things going so that I can get to my club today. Figure out what our Friday Fun Day flavor is. I love Fridays. Not because it's the beginning of the weekend, just because we have a Friday Fun Day flavor. It's just fun. And I love hanging out at my club with my peeps, with all the people that come in. I love what I do. And I love working with people. I enjoy doing these scopes. This is, I don't know. This has added a new dimension to my business, a way that I can provide value and reach more people and help more people take on their health and nutrition by providing this value and this information. But then on a one-on-one level, this technology can also make that amazing. We have a challenge going on that I am really excited. Some of the stuff coming up in the challenge, some of the things that I've got set up. I have, I have at least one special guest that's going to come in for one of the challenges. I think that one we'll have to take it to Blab, when we have a special guest so that you can see us both. And then you don't have to follow them ahead of time. I think it'll be a lot easier. But that's going to be fun. But then I'm also, I love to work with people. I'm giving out all of this information, but sometimes you need more than just having the information. You need a coach, and that's what I'm here for. I work with people. Like I said, there's a couple of people that are local here that I work with. I'm open to working with people that aren't local. I have people that aren't on Periscope that I work with that aren't local, that, working on taking on your health and nutrition. And today's technology really makes it a lot easier because we can do private Periscopes, text, messenger. So many ways to communicate outside of just picking up the phone, which is also a part of it. But so many things that we can do that I can be able to empower people and coach people. And what I do is I sit down with people and we go over what your goals are, what you're doing, and some tweaks and things to help empower you to reach those goals, to make it a lifestyle. So it's not a diet. I dieted my way to well over 200 pounds. Started on my first diet when I was 11. And I'm sure there are diets that I didn't do, but I did a lot of them. And they worked great, and I lost the weight, and I felt good, but it just wasn't something I could sustain as a lifestyle. And I put on the weight plus more every time. And when I was introduced to Herbalife, I was at a point where I was done. I wasn't doing it again. And with my coach's help, I transitioned it to not just being a diet, because people use Herbalife as a diet. And just like any other diet, when they stop, they put their weight back on. But my coach helped me transition this to a lifestyle. And the great thing is it's also impacted my family because that lifestyle has impacted them. And they've followed me in that lifestyle and making those changes. My youngest son still eats the crap, but not as frequently. My older son has pretty much cleaned up his diet. Every once in a while, he's a teenager. But for the most part, he's very aware of what he puts in his body. And if he puts crap in his body, it's by choice. He's like decided, I want to have this. And so he will. But because like 99% of the time he eats really clean, that 1% that he falls back on being a teenager isn't going to kill him. And it's the same for us. I can eat anything that I want to eat and still reach my goals. Even at this point where my goals are, I'm so close to my goals that they're more challenging to reach. I have to be a little more on top of things. But I still can eat anything I want. If I want to eat that brownie, I can eat it. And I just design the rest of my meals and the rest of what I'm doing to make up for it. And it's not going to kill me.
Sometimes it feels like it'll kill me.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you're used to eating clean, that's my 17-year-old swimmer. That's Will. When you're used to eating clean, sometimes that's what deters me from eating the brownie is I'm like, it's going to make me feel like crud. I'm going to have a headache. I'm going to have a stomach ache, whatever. I don't want that. And so I make the choice. It makes it easier to make the choice now than it was in the beginning. But I can choose to have it if I want. There's nothing and no one telling me I can't, including my goals don't tell me I can't have it. Which is the great thing, because if I can't have it, I'm going to want it even more and I'm going to binge on it. It's the same for all of us. But if you can make that mind switch that I don't want it, it's a lot easier to say no. It's also a lot easier to say no if you have support. I have had clients that have called me. They're walking down the aisles at Walmart and it's Halloween and there's all the candy and stuff out. And they're like, talk to me until I get out of the store so that I don't buy that stuff. Okay, no problem. I had one of my clients, her daughter was supposed to ride the bus into town instead of to their house and didn't. And she was in town. That's why she was supposed to ride the bus to town. And she didn't. And it was like, well, where is she? It's been long enough. She should have been here by now. And her daughter at that time was 14. But she looks about 18. She's, tall, well endowed. But she also has Asperger's and has, and some other things that her mentality is more like a 10-year-old. And a bunch of other things going on that it would be easy for some guy who, the guys that you don't want your daughters to be around anyway, to take advantage of her, and she would fall for it. So, it's understandable. She was extremely worried, which brought back a lot of her old habits, and she's like, I want sugar. I want a donut. It's a comfort food. I want a donut. I'm stressed. I'm worried about my daughter. And she had to pass like three different convenience stores that she could have stopped and gotten donuts that were her old haunts, places that she would stop in the past to get cookies or donuts. And so she called me. She's like, okay, I can't find her. I'm heading home. I'm going to check and see if she's there, which she was. But I need you to talk to me so that I don't stop. And I did. So as a coach, that's one of the things I do. Not only do I help you design a program you can stick to, then I help you stick to it in whatever way you need me to. So if you know someone that needs that kind of support, whether it's you or someone else, have them tweet me. From here, you can do it without leaving, just by swiping to the left, from the left to the right on an iOS, or bottom to top on an Android. Share on Twitter, clean out everything that's in there, so just highlight it and delete it all. My handle on Twitter is the same as it is on here, gethealthywdwn. So just think Get Healthy with Dawn, but the with is abbreviated with just a W. So if someone that knows it wants to, put it in the comments so everyone can see it, just gethealthywdwn. But at gethealthywdwn and tweet me, and just, you could say help. You could say whatever you want. I understand. I think you can direct message that way too, and just go like DM at gethealthywdwn. But I haven't tried that. And then it would go to the private instead of just my Twitter feed. But just reach out to me, have them reach out to me, follow me. I do a nutrition scope Monday through Friday from, it's usually right around 8:10. Sometimes I manage to get on a few minutes earlier. Sometimes it's a couple minutes later, like today. But just follow me, and then you'll know when I do these nutrition scopes. I'm thinking might like on Saturdays and maybe even Sundays, might do some just let's chat scopes. Because when people are actually participating in this part, it's a lot more fun. The other day I stayed on for I did a full hour scope, and the last half hour of it, we were just having conversations that had nothing to do with my topic. We were talking about my other son who sings, who was photobombing, and then other people were talking to him and me, and it was fun. Just hanging out together. I like hanging out with people. I think that's one of my favorite things about what I do is I get to be with people, to work with people, talk with people, get to know people, make more friends. As your coach, I will at one level be your friend. One level I'll be your best friend. On another level, I also won't be afraid to tell you to knock it off if that's what you need. I will be whatever you need me to be. If you need me to be someone that slaps your hand, virtually slaps your hand when you have the brownie, if that's what you need, tell me that and I can be that. If you need just someone that's there to hold your hand when you're feeling weak, I can be that too. In fact, I can be both for the same person. That's one of the things we talk about is what you need me to be. So, since nobody wants to ask me anything or is feeling in a chatty mood, then I'm going to go. My time's about up anyway. I can hear my chickens out there squawking at me saying, did you forget us? So I will see you guys hopefully on Monday. I have not decided what I'm doing on Monday yet. I haven't gotten next week planned yet. So, but I will be doing a nutrition scope Monday morning, so watch for that. I also, watch for this weekend. I might do one of these just come chat, come hang out and chat type scopes. Don't know what I'll call it. It might be come hang out and chat. So watch for those. Jump on. Let's get to know each other. Because we can. Technology makes it so that we can get to know each other no matter where we live, and that is really cool. It's making the world a smaller place, which I think is a good thing. You can never have too many friends, and you can never have friends in too many places. For example, if I ever make it back to Maryland, I will probably be getting with Karen saying, hey, let's do lunch. Or show me around. Let's hang. We'll see if it even works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If I'm in a different part of Maryland, I'm in a different part of Maryland. But at least I'll know someone there, which makes Maryland seem that much more friendly because I know someone there. I have someone that I've built a connection with that's in Colorado, which isn't that far from me. It's more likely that I'll make it to Colorado than Maryland. And, I'm getting friends all over the place, and that's awesome. So I want to be your friend. If you need a coach, I want to be your coach. If you don't need a coach, then I just want to be your friend. So I hope you guys are getting value. And I appreciate those that jump on regularly. And I know some of you probably catch the replay sometimes because you can't always. That's what I have to do with people. Some people I get on live sometimes. Some people I never catch their live one, and I always have to catch the replay. Which is okay. I can still share. I can still heart. And then I tweet them. So that's always good. So I will see you guys later. You guys have an amazing weekend. You know, the beginning of this said, you know, what my picture was, what do you guys have planned for the weekend? So I hope you have something amazing planned for the weekend. If I had remembered that before now, I would have asked. If you want to shoot real quick before I jump off, what you have planned for the weekend, that would be cool. I know my boys are going. There was some flooding, some flash flooding here in southern Utah, but a little further south this week. I mean, like last night I heard there were confirmed so far 19 dead and one person still missing. And they're going down with their scout troop to go help with cleanup and stuff, which that's pretty cool. I have a personal development course that Bobby and I are doing tonight, and then I'm going to stay the night at her house. We'll come back up in the morning. I have a baby shower for one of my gals that's tomorrow. So lots of fun, exciting, you know, just hanging out, being with my family, being with my friends. That's what life's about. So you guys have an amazing weekend. I'm not seeing anyone offering what they're doing, so I'm going to go ahead and jump off. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye.